Chocolate is a gift between people, sometimes used as a means of confessing love to someone. Cote d'Ivoire is located just above the West African equator. Cote d'Ivoire means the coast of ivory in French. It was named after Europeans who came here in the past looking for ivory and slaves. Today, Cote d'Ivoire represents cacao, not ivory. Cote d'Ivoire is the world's largest producer of cacao, which supplies 43% of the world's cacao. As such, cacao accounts for a huge portion of the Cote d'Ivoire economy. Cacao farms in Cote d'Ivoire are mainly located in jungle areas outside the city. This is a small town in Debo, 3 hours from the capital, Abidjan. The villagers are all laborers employed and working at nearby cacao farms. To get to the farms from the village, you have to go through a jungle more than 5 kilometers long. Production of cacao originally started in Central Africa, but now 2/3 of cacao is grown in West Africa. From October to February of the following year is cacao's harvest period. They harvest cacao with this equipment, which is a machete, a traditional African knife connected to sticks. The farm workers are busy with the last-minute harvest work. Usually, men and women work separately when harvesting cacao. First, when men use sticks to pick out cacao beans from trees and drop them on the floor, women and children pick up the fallen berries. Children are attached to their parents every morning and head to cacao farms instead of school. Children's parents say they have to meet the daily quota. In Cote d'Ivoire, children under the age of 18 are banned from working. But it isn't hard to find working children anywhere. When the cacao fruit are gathered, the process of peeling the skin and collecting the seeds in the berries continues. There are usually 20 to 60 seeds in each cacao fruit, and the seed is the source of chocolate. The pulp surrounding the seeds tastes sweet and savory, which is sometimes eaten by the workers. Usually, they can produce 1 kilogram of chocolate per cacao tree. The 14-year-old came from a neighboring country, Burkina Faso. There were many migrant workers on the farms earning cheap wages. The day at the cacao farm, which runs from morning till late at night, is just too tiring. Cacao becomes chocolate through a very complicated process. First, they dry the cacao seeds completely for 3 or 4 days. The process of drying seeds produces some juice, which is also enjoyed by workers. The completely dried cacao seed has become a red-colored cacao bean. Stir-fry it again and turn it into a powder, and add sugar and milk to it, and the chocolate is complete. They have to pick hundreds of cacao pods all day long, but they actually have never eaten chocolate. It takes a lot of work to grow cacao. The growth rate of cacao trees is so slow that they have to grow for about 10 years before they can be harvested properly. Even after the harvest, overtime work such as removing weeds and spreading fertilizers continue into the late evening. Workers receive less than $5 a day. That doesn't mean that much profit goes to the farmers. Most of the cacao farms in the Ivory Coast are small, self-employed farms. Mid-sale vendors stop by farms on an irregular basis to buy cacao beans. But they offer far too low a price to farm owners. The government used to set the price of cacao, but now it is autonomous. In the end, farmers who were in a difficult situation had to turn over cacao at a bargain price. This has allowed multinational chocolate companies to make huge profits by buying raw materials at low prices. Of the cacao produced around the world, 70% is consumed in advanced countries, including Europe and the United States. Because of this, the price of cacao is determined by large companies in advanced countries. If chocolate is sold for 1,000 won, the profits for the cacao growers is only 20 won. Only 1% of cacao is traded in fair trade around the world. Sweet chocolate is filled with sweat and tears from African cacao farm workers.